Hi everybody, hope everybody's having a good third week of class. This week I'm going to be talking about formative and summative assessments. What I learned about formative assessments is that it helps teachers understand where students are in their learning and also how they're progressing. And the difference between that and summative is that summative assessments reflect the student's total understanding of content learned over a few weeks or months. So formative, you do it like if you're talking about a semester, because I work in high school, you'll do some like maybe every week just to see how the students are progressing, if they're learning the content that they should be learning, they're on track. One thing that I really love about the formative assessments is that it helps teachers also find out if what we're doing is working, if our strategies for teaching the students is working, because sometimes some students learn differently, and then we can tailor our lessons or the way that we deliver information to certain students or groups of students. Summative, I'm not too big of a fan of, because every time I think of summative, I think of finals, or even a unit test. Because if you think about it, a unit, because I work in math classes in high school, a unit can span from a month to 2 months. That's a lot of information for anybody to be expected to retain. And a lot of the teachers I work with, they let the students have like a little note card to write down, or index card to write down notes, but sometimes it's not enough. And I think summative assessments they I think they expect too much from students, especially for teachers who don't allow, maybe notes or something. But that's why I really like the formative assessments, because the ones that I've seen are like exit slips. Teachers will have students do an exit slip at the end of each class, and it'll be even a simple question of, did you understand the lesson? What were some things that you are still a little fuzzy on, or what were some things that you were like, yep, I got that. That's great. I'm ready for tomorrow. They could even be practice problems or a problem, especially working in math. Um, just a problem based on what we learned that day. And if the student is able to, utilizing their notes if they need to, work out the problem and demonstrate to us that they did effectively learn what we did that day. Or we can see maybe they made it this far, and then we have to really work on what comes after that. Sometimes things are too many steps, as some of you may know in math. Another thing is observation logs. That was one thing that I really liked in one of the videos for the new nav. Was one of the teachers, well, it wasn't a video, it was just a thing to read, a resource. But she was talking about having logs or charts that you would put on a clipboard and with your pen or pencil and walk around the room every single day, checking off students as you're talking to them, if they're understanding. It's just a good way to keep track daily of how your students are doing, which is something I really like. And it's also something that I do as a paraeducator. I don't do it for every student, but I do it for the special education students that I work with in my classrooms, and just daily logs of, how they're doing, turning in homework, just basic things every day. The summatives, the ones that I prefer besides finals, is some teachers I've worked with have done projects or presentations. I think those are great ways to have a different way for the students to demonstrate to us that, yes, they did in fact learn everything that we covered in the semester. They can do videos, they can do artwork, they can show in different ways understanding besides just doing like a 50 question final exam or semester final. I think those would be good things that I would like to hopefully apply in my classrooms. And I think that's it. Thank you guys. Have a good rest of the week.